One of the things that I hate the most in tech must be terms of service. Because you go out, you buy a product like a video game or a software, and after you purchased it, after you paid money, you install it, and then you have like the terms of service, and they ask you, do you agree with this or not? I already paid money for the product. Like, if I don't agree, what then? What then? Oh, you can't install it. But I already paid money for the product. Something that is even more scummy seems to be what Ubisoft is doing. Thank God for Steam, by the way. Like, I will go out of my way to stop purchasing anything that goes on Ubisoft platform from now on. And by the way, it's not because they can enforce their ridiculous terms of service here, because here in Europe, the legislation is more powerful than their silly terms of service. But the very fact that they're trying to do this, like the very fact that there are people in an office and said, how can we milk the people that put food on our table? How can we screw with them over? How can we turn them into our little slaves and own their souls? That's why, like, I don't want to do business with this company anymore. It is one of the shittiest companies that is ever known to man. Like, what wasn't it that E3 presentation where the Ubisoft guy was like, we want to change the world through our video games? Yeah, I thought you want to change it for the better, not to set these business practices and change it for the worst, you twats. But anyway, right, what am I going on about? Like, let me share this thing, right? So just so you can understand how ridiculous this is. If you own games on the Ubisoft platform, well, they updated their terms of service. And if you disagree with them, well, you lose access to all your games. Like, no. Like, just so you can understand this, right? Like, they altered the deal. Pray they do not alter it further. Like, you bought a game on that platform 2 years ago. You agree with the terms of service then. But now that they updated their terms of service, well, you either agree with them now or you never play your game. Now, obviously, no one actually does that. People don't even read this crap. But, like, the fact that they're trying to do it is hilarious. Okay, so look at this. Like, imagine if they would actually try to have a lawsuit based on this thing. So, what are the conditions applicable to content you may create? Now, when they say content they may create, I thought that they're going to pull a Blizzard. Where it's like in Warcraft 3, if you create a custom map or an intellectual property that's yours using their service, then it actually belongs to Blizzard. So if you create a new Dota, even if it's your idea and it's your concept, well, it belongs to Blizzard and Blizzard can monetize it and cut you off. It's as ridiculous as suggesting that if you write a book, okay, you write a Harry Potter into Microsoft Word, then the book now belongs to Microsoft and you can't monetize it, you can't make any money of it because you use their program in order to create the book. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like anything that you do on your computer, if you have Windows installed, it belongs to Microsoft. It's really the same argument. But anyway, right, so in this case, there is more. It's not like Warcraft 3. No. Listen to this, okay? In certain services, you may create, upload, edit, modify, adapt, publish, and or submit names, images, designs, skins, photos, videos, maps, music, composition sheets, streams, activities, and other materials. And this goes as user-generated content. And we are the sole owner of all intellectual property rights relating to derived user-generated content. So if you stream one of their games, Ubisoft owns that stream. Now, obviously, again, like, I don't think they're ever going to enforce something like this. But the very fact that they think that it's okay, the very fact that they thought about it is ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure, like, in some states, they might actually do enforce it. Like, they might actually say, yeah, we want the money you made for your stream. It belongs to us now. Like, this is in their terms of service. This is what they wrote. This is what they thought. Like, it's a good idea. Like, I swear to God, if I ever nuke my channel, I'll be playing a Ubisoft game and say the N-word. So that they can own the intellectual property to that.
But it did get worse.
If the user-generated content reproduces your image, you acknowledge that we have a right to use your image as part of the service throughout the world and for the whole duration of the service. If your user-generated content features the image of any person other than yourself, you warrant that you have received the permission of such a person for the use of his or her image by us, and you identify us for any losses which we may incur in the event of a complaint, action, or claim by such other person concerning the use of his or her image. My fucking God. Okay, so for you, no, if you do not understand what they mean by this, okay? Imagine I'm streaming a game, you know, I'm streaming some Ubi shit right here. And my girlfriend walks in the room with her big titties, and it's on camera, okay? Well, Ubisoft now owns the right to those titties. They have the right. So, if they want to market the titties, and then my girlfriend sues them, and it's like, what are you doing? Those are my tits. Like, and she sues them. Ubisoft can then, like, sue me to pay them the damages for... No, this is just absolutely insane. Oh my God, like, oh. Can you imagine? It's just like, oh Dios mío, like, I have not seen such draconic terms of service. But like, no, seriously, like the fact that this is what they want. Like, they can't make good games anymore. So they want the community that they don't pay to make games for them. This is like the main issue that it disgusts me. Ubisoft, look, you look at me now, okay? You disgust me. Honestly, no, like seriously, you know, the more progressive a corporation, the more draconic it gets. Like, Ubisoft was the one that had, like, this presentation at E3 that it looks like some LGBT pride with the furry dancing and whatnot, showing how progressive and rich and diverse they are. You know, like, are you using all that diversity for evil? Are you trying to, like, get as many people in a room to figure out how to fuck your consumer the best? Like, this is insane, Ubisoft. We're lucky we don't live in the time of slavery anymore, because you would be the type of people that my kids would learn in their textbooks from what you're doing and how you're mistreating. I don't even want to know what you do to your developers if this is what you do to the people that actually pay you money. Holy shit. Like, no, seriously, when did you think it's a good idea? I'm glad that I don't believe in the supernatural, because I think Satan took over your company, and if I want to play your video games, I need to sign a contract etched in blood. Holy shit. Look at this. You cannot use the user derived content other than under the terms. We hereby grant you a non-exclusive and non-transferable personal license revocable at all times in order to record it on your console, computer, mobile terminal. Yes, it really is about streaming. Like, it really is about streaming. Like, again, if you show your face on a stream, they can literally take that and put it in a promotional advert or whatever and market that and use your image, and I don't think you can, like, this is actually legal. I don't think you can sue them based on it. But if, like, your mommy is in the room and your mommy is now in their promotional image and your mommy sues them, they can then sue you back and say, like, oh, you know, you should have been more careful. And again, like, you cannot say no to this, because if you say no to this, every single game that you purchased on their shitty platform is then going to be unaccessible. Even if, like, stuff that you previously bought. So let's say, you know, you have, like, Assassin's Creed Black Flag or whatever. Unless and until we remove your user-generated content, it may be associated with your username, and it will be made available for all users. So in other words, like, you have no privacy. They own your image, they own your face if you decide to stream it in and show it in one of their games. They can cancel your account at any time. They can monetize any type of mod or anything that you create using their games. And yeah, like they managed to just, like, get so many rights off of what you do with their video games. It's bewildering. It's like, this is ridiculous. I don't think I will ever stream a Ubisoft game in my life. if you want my image, like, why not just pay for it? Like, I'm pretty sure you can approach a streamer that plays one of your games and ask them, it's like, hey, can we use your image in a marketing? And the guy will be like, yeah, sure, pay me some money. They don't want that. They're fucking cheapskates. Like, they are absolute cheapskates that they would not even pay for the person that they want to promote to use in a promotional material. And I can actually see that happening. You know, like, they could go at E3 and be like, oh, thousands of people throughout the world play our video games, and then they show like random mugs of streamers that play. Like, they could make that as a compilation. And they have these terms of service so that they have to pay anyone, so that you can work for free, so that they can literally monetize your existence. I've never seen something so bad. I have never seen something like, if there was an actual gaming press that would manage to take the corporate cock out of their mouth for like 5 seconds and actually read these terms of service, all of the progressive publications like Kotaku, Polygon, Rock Paper Shotgun, and all the other tards would just laser focus on this and call them out for what they're doing. There is no way a person that's legitimately left-leaning, like a decent moral communist or left-leaning socialist, would look at this and not be like, ugh, Jesus. But it's insane. No, seriously, I literally got upset by reading this, and they are definitely trying to be worse than EA Games. I don't think there is any company right now on the market that has worse terms of service than this. What are our rules to sustain a friendly, safe, and fair gaming environment? Motherfucker, like, stop talking to me about the fair gaming environment. First fix your shit. You know, check your thinking. What are you doing? Trying to milk your customers from even more resources and money. You greedy little shits.